What is up, everybody? Turboverse here today. So the age-old discussion comes up once again. Can you be too old to enjoy and play video games? Apparently, people think that there's a time limit on when you should stop playing video games, whether it be when you're 20, 30, 40, 50, and whatever. There's some magical age limit when people think you should stop playing video games. And it is always very interesting. I think as long as you're a responsible adult, taking care of business, you're doing what you need to do for yourself first, and just want to enjoy yourself. Whatever hobby you want to have, I don't have no problem with that. But a lot of people do. People think that it should be like some point you just say, hey, at this age, I'm just gonna you should stop playing video games. I don't get it, but it bothers a lot of people. So this conversation just keeps coming back up. So this guy made a post about this because apparently people say this guy is too old just to talk about video games. If you know it's a hobby he enjoys, say, hey, you're too old to be playing video games. And I have seen some videos of people who went viral on say like a YouTube where it's like it's an elderly lady who plays like Skyrim, and she has a big YouTube channel. There's a lot of older people, probably like in the 70s and 80s, who play video games. So I don't get the whole thing as this age limit discussion keeps popping up. So let's get into the post. So he wrote, just found out I am too old to discuss and enjoy video games because apparently there is an age limit. The internet is so weird. It is very weird. It's like only video games has this stigma that you have to be a certain age and you have to stop the hobby at a certain age because it's too childish, people say. But yeah, well, let's read the comments. So this guy says, I'm 40 in a few weeks. Go on. You're old. And you are too Emma for playing video games with your old ass. Us old guys can still talk video games. I had to. I'm sorry. How many times do we need to teach you this lesson, old man? Old man Jenkins. That's like saying someone's too old to discuss film, art, or music. Games are another way to tell a story or to make people feel some sort of emotion. Yeah, it's literally like the same thing. Like you wouldn't dare say somebody's too old to listen to a music or listen to too old to watch art or look at art. It just makes no sense. Indeed, we all need this, but sadly, there are still a sizable and ignorant group that still see video games and comics, I suspect, as a pastime for teenage boys in their bedrooms. Meanwhile, video games is like probably one of the highest forms of media right now or entertainment. It's like it's making a ridiculous amount of money, and this industry is definitely thriving right now. So it's like it's a small group, an ignorant group, but like they just said, they're ignorant because, like I said, video games is making so much money right now. People of all ages enjoy video games, so hopefully that stereotype just goes away soon. Do them haters like MJ did OJ Mail at his camp back in the day. F them kids. Okay, I don't know what that part has to do, but okay. Nonsense keep being you. Haha, thanks. It gives me a good laugh. Like, why would I ever stop gaming? Yeah, like, why would you stop gaming? Like, I don't understand. If this is a hobby you enjoy, why would you just stop because somebody told you you need to do so? That's dumb. I appreciate people's opinion in my age range. The younger dudes tend to be a lot more excitable and opinionated. We have seen the extremes of the gaming market and can appreciate the progress we have made. It's the same with enjoying animation and comic books. People who think that way are weird. They fully fit the definition of unreasonable. Facts. There are so many people who won't watch animated movies because they think it's childish. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is one of the greatest Spider-Man films I've ever seen. I think that might be my favorite one out of all the Spider-Man films. But people won't even watch it because it's animated. So that mindset is definitely dumb. Hand over the profile pic. What? All these youngins calling us experienced gamers. Old, probably still on their first console. I spent 4 console generations troubleshooting games like this. Belonging to the cartridge, okay? The fun police has spoken. I guess this is what the future looks like. You being old, just staring at just random, just staring into nowhere, pretty much. That's what being an old man looks like. That's apparently that's in their eyes. That's what being old is. Well, that's the age limit to talk about the Ataris and NES games because I'm pretty sure I'm in it. If you were born after '96, stick to your PlayStations and stay off my lawn. I can't like PlayStation because I was born in the '80s. Uh, that's like telling Phil Spencer he's too old to run the entire Xbox brand. Doesn't make sense. I wish someone would tell me that I'm too old to play video games because I don't get the meme. Okay. Oh well, I'd definitely be breaking that age limit. What's up with this guy's face? There is no age limit in video games. You can never be too old to play. Who do they think makes video games? 16-year-olds? Facts. It's all adults making video games. So this is another thing too that people forget. Like it's adults making the video games. But on the other hand, some of these kids are too young for certain games and movie age restrictions to adult content. I got like 4 years on you, and I still play games every day. Sometimes I do feel old, but only when I find out things like kids now call the '90s the late 1900s. And I'm like, wait, what? No, OMG, I am so old, lol. People are weird. I am 50 and love gaming. Right on. Don't you dare enjoy your hobby because kids can also enjoy your hobby. It is a crazy mindset. Just because kids can play have the same hobby you have, that means that you can enjoy the hobby as well. That is a dumb mindset. Suddenly, we are at that age where the whippersnappers no longer respect us. That's okay because we'll get our revenge when they're our age and we'll sadly be. Oh, I got dark real quick. Me listening to Paris Video Games podcast when he's 80. No way we were there doing the pioneer of gaming. These young folks should be thanking us. Old but still lit. Yeah, my background is 16-bit and 2D, and I am not stopping now either. Okay, boomer. That's funny that I need to go to change my date of birth on my profiles to make the cut. We were the early adopters when without us there are no video games. It is very true. Miss me with that. I'm pushing 40 and video games are one of the only constants in my whole life. Can't stop, won't stop. Yeah, I can't imagine a reality without video games. That would suck so much, to be honest. I wouldn't want to live in a time period where there are no video games ever existed. That would really suck. Don't you forget it, old man. I'm kidding. LOL. Gaming has no age limit. Same clowns will be playing when they're well into their 30s and 40s. They're just hating because they're a lower level than you. Level up. Nobody's too old or young to game, man. Don't let this kind of stuff get to you. You're great. Age certainly doesn't matter for video games in their discussion. Anyone trying to gatekeep like that is severely misguided. I always told my wife I will never stop gaming. Retired my home's gonna have some lit LAN parties. I'm actually looking forward to this so much and will choose a home based on esports participation. Foods for Dogs on YouTube would disagree. I'm not familiar with that channel. Hopefully, I'm gonna trust the link and see what happens. Who is this? Hopefully, this doesn't. Oh, okay, yeah, she is an older lady. Okay. Oh wow, she has a big channel too. 77,000 subscribers. That's a large channel. You're never too old. I see dumb people. Just tell them to get off your line. I retire and love gaming. Xbox Series X and Xbox One X. My life, my toys. Okay. I'm 45 and proud to be a gamer. I've been playing video games as far back as I can remember and will continue to do so until the day I die. You're never too old to game. That is the great message right there. I fully agree with this message right here. So yeah, I'm going to conclude the video right here, but this is pretty great. It's like, stop with this whole age shaming in gaming. It's so dumb. It's like, apparently, like every other hobby, you can be a certain age and still enjoy the hobby. Like, if you play basketball, there's like older people who talk about the sport of basketball, but gaming, apparently there's an age limit, so it's all dumb. It's like you could be as old as possible and still enjoy gaming. Like, look at the channel they just mentioned. The channel they just mentioned right here. This lady is probably like in her 60s or 70s, and she has a big YouTube channel. That's pretty impressive. 77,000 subscribers, and she's a big gamer, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, definitely see your thoughts about this down below. Leave a like if you like this video, and thanks for watching. And thanks as watching as always, and peace.